When most people hear about full body workouts, they usually think of beginners. While it's true that full body workouts are suitable for gym newbies, they can be extremely beneficial for intermediate and advanced lifters too. Just take a look at Arnold. Although he did perform split routines, he built a massive amount of muscle using full body workouts. So why do so many people think full body workouts can't work past the beginner stage? In this video, I'm going to show you a study that is clear evidence that you can skyrocket your gains with full body workouts. But first, let's talk about the difference between traditional split routines and full body workout programs. Split routines are laid out something like this: chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, shoulders on Thursday, and arms on Friday. Although this can definitely get you some results, there's a smarter way to train. Thanks to research, we know that natural lifters make better progress hitting each muscle at least 2 times per week. That's why something like a full body program in which you hit every muscle Monday, Wednesday and Friday can work so well. However, there will come a time in which you'll simply need more volume. Research by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld and other leading scientists confirms that there's a dose-response relationship between volume and muscle growth. As long as you can recover, the more volume you perform, the more muscle you'll build. That means instead of 12 sets of chest every week, you may eventually need something like 15 sets as you become more advanced. The issue is that you can only do so many effective sets for a muscle in a single workout. If you do 20 sets for chest in one workout, chances are the last 10 sets are not nearly as effective as the first 10. One study, published in the International Journal of Physiology and Performance, studied 37 participants doing the 5th of October 15 or 20 sets per muscle. According to the study, those doing 5 to 10 sets per muscle per workout actually got the best results. This suggests there's a limit to how many sets to do in a single workout. Do too many and a lot of the work will just be junk volume that uses up your energy without adding results. So now the question is, how do you add more volume without doing too many sets in a single workout? Simple. You hit each muscle more frequently with full body workouts 5 times per week. There are 2 major reasons why this approach works so well. Number 1, muscle protein synthesis doesn't last as long for advanced lifters. When you lift weights, muscle protein synthesis is elevated. Unfortunately, muscle protein synthesis only lasts for around 36 hours after training and then drops back to baseline. And as you become more advanced, the length of time MPS is elevated decreases. That means theoretically, advanced lifters would benefit from more frequent stimulations of muscle protein synthesis by hitting muscles more frequently. And number 2, full body workouts 5 times per week increase effective volume. You can only do so much volume in one day. By hitting a muscle more frequently, you'll likely add more volume. For example, you may do 15 sets of back on Tuesday every week. If you instead do an average of 4 sets of back 5 times per week, that's 20 total sets. In addition, after the first 1 or 2 exercises hitting a muscle, that muscle is usually fatigued. So fatigued, in fact, that you will be forced to use lighter loads or perform fewer reps. But if you distribute the volume for that muscle across 5 days, for example, you're more fresh each time and can perform more reps with heavier weight. If you're still skeptical, don't worry, I'd be skeptical too. Fortunately, we have research from a little-known experiment called the Norwegian Frequency Project. This is something of a legend because it was technically never published, yet it was conducted by a top scientist. In the study, they compared lifters hitting each muscle 3 times per week versus 6 times per week. Both groups were performing equal volume, so most people would expect similar results. But at the end of the study, the lifters who hit each muscle 6 times per week made double the gains on the squat and bench press and massively increased the size of your thigh muscles. Just a few notes on the experiment. The study was not published, so we have to be careful with coming to conclusions. Still, the 6 times per week group made better progress even though they performed the same volume as the 3 times per week group. In practice, you can likely perform more training volume for a muscle if you hit it 6 times per week. The extra volume would likely boost muscle growth even more. Lifters were also advanced lifters. A complete gym newbie probably wouldn't see a crazy difference in results as training volume is number one, but an advanced lifter can likely see more results with more frequent training for the reasons previously mentioned. After all of this, you may still be wondering if it's possible to recover optimally when hitting a muscle so frequently. First, if we see lifters experiencing the same or even better gains on full body workouts 5 times per week, they're likely recovering just fine. The reason the performance won't drop and the soreness won't skyrocket is due to something called the repeated bout effect. Hitting a muscle more frequently will protect you from future stress on that muscle. So if you hit a muscle 5 times per week, you may feel sore at first, but your body will adapt. Thus, you'll quickly feel less and less sore over time. Second, you have to pay attention to how hard you train. You obviously won't be doing 20 sets per muscle each workout. Instead, you'll distribute your volume intelligently across the week. So rather than performing 20 sets for chest on one day, break those 20 sets up into 4 days where you are performing running 5 sets per day. You should also make sure you don't go to absolute failure. It's wise to leave a couple of reps in the tank on most sets to reduce fatigue and soreness the next time you hit the muscle. In conclusion, full body workouts 5 times per week have a lot of benefits for intermediate and advanced lifters. While you do have to be careful of how you program and train, they can enhance your results if you do everything correctly. As a beginner, I recommend you stick to a more moderate approach by doing full body workouts 3 times per week, but as you become more advanced, I'd recommend experimenting with more frequent full body workouts. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if you're an intermediate or advanced lifter whose muscle gains have stalled and are looking to jumpstart new muscle growth, grab a copy of my brand new program, Mass 5 Full Body. This is a high-frequency full body workout for intermediate and advanced lifters who are looking to take their physique to the next level, and right now you can get an additional 25% off by using the coupon code MASS25. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one.